The only thing scarier than the guy is the guy who trained the guy. Though, I mean, he probably trained a lot of guys. That's probably pretty scary too. What makes an unstoppable murder machine? Gamma radiation and good intentions, mutant superpowers, unethical experiments to create a super soldier for the politest nation in the world?
I'm Canadian.
Memory loss? Memory loss seems like a common thing for unstoppable killing machines. Power is one thing, but how to use it matters. And we might get an early introduction to the guy who honed the killing skills of none other than Wolverine. While we've been breathlessly scanning every frame of the mind-bending WandaVision, looking for any clue as to how the mutants will make their way into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is it going to be a wash of the cosmic background radiation that Wanda is manipulating? Merging multiverses? Dennis the Mailman? What's up with you, Dennis the Mailman? You're way too calm about all of this. With all that attention to the Avengers' romantic partners with clues to the growing world of mutants, we might be taking our eyes off another avenue in the Avengers' bromantic partners, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. For the most part, Marvel has been focusing on what's on the plate with only a couple trailers for the series that will fill the emptiness in our souls when WandaVision wraps up. But that doesn't mean there hasn't been new little details to sift through and obsess about their meaning. And obsess we will. Like over the set photos that were posted by Murphy's Multiverse that show people wearing jackets with a telltale Japanese demon face on them. A mask favored by none other than Ogun himself, the man who taught Wolverine and Kitty Pryde. You don't tend to think of mad ninja skills when you think of Kitty Pryde, but she was taught by Ogun as well. Previous set photos have revealed that at least part of the 6-part action series will take place in Madripoor, the fictional island country built on a dormant dragon's head that is a favorite to ne'er-do-wells, or just people who don't want anyone to question where all that money came from. It's the perfect place for Falcon and Winter Soldier to end up as they face off against threats like Zemo and the Flag Mashers. If you're up to no good and you need money, muscle, or both, you go to Madripoor. If you're looking to stop people up to no good, you'll probably find yourself booking passage to Madripoor. Or if you're Wolverine, you'll go there when you're having a snit and walk around with a patch on your eye and force everyone to call you Patch, as if there's some other built-like-a-tank 5'2" guy wandering around with that hair. Wolverine tells you to call him Patch, what are you gonna do? Say no? So who is this Ogun cat, and why does it matter so much that his mask has shown up on the back of people's jackets? Thanks to Wolverine's healing factor, he has a bit of that thing that makes turtles so long-lived. Negligible senescence. That means that turtles don't need sports cars or anti-aging creams because they don't decline with age. They don't die so much as something kills them, and with Wolverine, killing him is super hard. His massive healing factor is one reason. The second is the training he achieved from a ninja he met while working as a sailor in the 1930s. That ninja, of course, was Ogun. But Ogun wasn't an ordinary ninja, just like Wolverine wasn't any ordinary student. During an attack by a rival ninja gang while Wolverine and Ogun were meditating, Ogun pulled an Obi-Wan Kenobi by letting his attacker strike him down. Unlike Obi-Wan, though, this wasn't a long time. Ogun didn't disappear or even fall down. Instead, he laughed maniacally and then took a little off the top of his opponent. Ogun has been mastering techniques so he could get in on that longevity his student had, though his path was mysticism. One of the methods for hitting the snooze button on death was to transfer his imprint into a victim and eventually take that person over, something he tried with Kitty Pryde before Wolverine had to intervene. Eventually, his soul was bonded to the mask so that anyone who wore it would eventually be consumed by Ogun. And since the mask is magic, you can't just mess it up like Wolverine in an attempt to rid the world of his former master once and for all. Ogun would go on to possess everything from museum guards and mimes to the danger room itself in his quest for power and to put down his former student. Even being sent to hell couldn't end the beef between master and student. So what does it mean for folks showing up wearing Ogun's mask in Falcon the Winter Soldier? Does it mean we're getting Wolverine in the upcoming Disney Plus series? Well, probably not, no. Very few Mark characters have been introduced by surprise over the course of the MCU, despite how many times a surprise reveal has been anticipated. When characters have been surprises, it's often taken in the form of Feige and company being cagey with who an A-list actor is playing. What seems more likely is that the action of Falcon and the Winter Soldier does what an expanded universe is meant to do, create a larger world for the characters to live in. Like when Tony Stark was kidnapped by the 10 Rings all the way back in Iron Man, with a fake Mandarin showing up in Iron Man 3, and the real Mandarin not showing up until this summer when Shang Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings premieres. So while Ogun himself probably won't be a big part of the story of Falcon in the Winter Soldier, as much as they might be hired muscle for whoever is causing trouble in Madripoor that attracts the attention of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We might still have to wait a little longer before we start hearing about Ogun's most famous student. We know that Shang Chi will follow the master of Kung Fu in an Enter the Dragon style tournament, and any good tournament is gonna need ninjas. Ogun Ryu Dojo ninjas. It wouldn't be the first time that Ogun has used a tournament to get at an old foe. You don't really want to be in a ninja clan though. You want to be a solo ninja. A solo ninja? Unstoppable. A group of ninjas? Just fodder. Usually for a solo ninja. The only thing worse than being in a ninja clan is being that group of ninjas that gets beat up auditioning the new boss ninja.